Did a wonderful job here for Retrothon and RGL. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. But now we're going to go ahead and move on to Willow. We're going to do some any percent Willow for the NES. You all remember the wonderfulness that is Willow, right? Willow, such a cool game. Interesting movie. Haven't seen it in years, but it's basically fantasy Star Wars, as I recall. But let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Starts on movement. There we go. And away we go. Alright, so the first thing we're doing in this run is we're going to grab a sword. We need that sword. In the true any percent of this route, we actually don't grab a sword until halfway through the first cave. But that requires quite a few frame-perfect tricks. It's things we're not going to be doing today because back when I ran this run, I completed maybe 3 runs in about 500 attempts because the frame-perfect tricks were so rough in the beginning. But they do save a lot of time, so it's definitely worth it. Alright, so we got the first sword here. Once again, everybody, thank Sumdiener for putting on the Dragon Quest III display. That could happen in the time that was happening. Unfortunately, it came to an end. But definitely give that individual a follow. Ow. Alright, this battle usually does not happen, but it's actually a good thing for a marathon. We could use the extra experience. As you notice, we're going to be poking a lot here. When you swing your sword, it's actually very slow right now, as you can see. But if you just poke enemies, it doesn't matter how leveled you are, it won't swing any slower. When you get more leveled, you swing faster. It's to show that you're getting strength behind your blade, basically. So, but yeah, where are you at? There you are. So, what we're doing here is we do want this battle. Ow. We don't need that one. We're getting to 150 experience here to get our first level. It is necessary to get the proper boost. Oof. Let's be careful here. Don't die already. Oh, we died already. Let's go ahead and restart that. My apologies, everyone. My apologies. That was a very bad start. I was a little too aggressive, and I ended up just slamming my face into all the blobs. They all saw nothing. We got to restart the run here. Nothing happened. So this is Willow. You may remember the movie. But all seriousness, that was very unfortunate. I was just playing very aggressively. Yeah, don't forget Retrothon next year. Bigger, better, amazing. Alright, so we're going to grab the sword again and re-equip it. We do want to get to 150, which we did last time, but our HP does not refill on the level up. We do need that level to do some deboost here in the future before we actually do take the 1 death abuse in this entire run. That makes it really any percent. See, this is what normally happens on the screen. Alright. Apologize for the slow start, but we will get in there. There are very efficient ways of grinding. I heard grinding being an issue. You do grind in this run twice. Both times, the first time's a little lengthier than the second time, but they're really not that bad. And there's a nice rhythm to them. There we go. We're not playing like a buffoon this time. Hello, MMRF, and hello, everyone on RGL. How are you all enjoying Retrothon so far? I hope you're having just the most wonderful times. I know I'm having a great time myself. That's fine. Oof. Easy, easy. There we go. I remember these last blobs split into 4 pieces. There we go. Alright, so we got to 150 experience. We got our first level. We're going to go heal real quick. What's up, Chambers? Kickoff. Concakes, thank you very much for doing a good job with the restream duty right now. How you doing, Celidia and 10? It's good to see you all. Xcodes. Much love, chat. Much love. It's It's great to see you here tonight. It's great to see Phil, Phil in the stands even through the night. I know you're all hyped for Dragon Quest. I will do my best through Willow here. Alright, so now we're finally raised our hit points just a little bit there. Just enough. So you can see we have 46 hit points. Excuse me. I've had a cough for quite some time. Well, we raised our hit points to 46. And this will give us a chance to get 4 D-boosts coming up here. We needed at least 41 hit points, and that is what we are at. This is an unfortunate battle to get into. Because we don't want to get hit here. Alright, we're just going to skip them. We want to stay up here in case that one spawns. Hey, Spirial. Alright, so we just bounce right through this giant snake individual. See, in the actual 90% route, there's a way that you can go past these guys with only a single damage boost, so we don't actually level up in the beginning. But it requires 2 frame-perfect inputs, very spaced differently for both bounces, so it's a little difficult to pull off. Alright, so we grabbed the gold statue here. We need this to get into the cave in the beginning. And most times when you die in this game, you lose complete progress to the area, but for whatever reason, after you grab this and die, you're good. Oop, did not mean to run under the chest again. So now we come back out here, and we say hi to the snake one more time. But this time we say hi to him at least 5 times. And he takes us out. Thank you for the good luck. Now we continue. Yeah, the light of life. When you get that sometimes when you when you open a chest, that gives you full health. Or depending, sometimes full magic. But most of the time full health. Skip this battle. Don't really need to grind at all in this game except for 2 areas. Like a little extra here and there is fine, but you know. It's really not necessary. Thank you for the good luck, Sumdiener and Lavkin. Really appreciate it. Great job on all the Dragon Quest stuff tonight. It was a lot of fun to watch. Alright. Hopefully no enemies spawn. Huh, that's a good question. Ow. Hello, B. For now, I would say no. Get out of my way. Oh, that's right. You have to equip the sword. When you die in this game, you do unequip all of your stuff. And I completely forgot to equip all my stuff there. So, but we do grab this. This would normally be the first sword we do in any % route. It's the battle sword. It's much stronger than the sword you got in early games, so you're never going to use the sword that you got in the beginning again. But for marathon save strats, and it's very, very much necessary, we get the first sword. But now we grab the battle sword, and now we're going to make our way to the first boss of the game. One of the hardest ones, actually. Not that they're super hard to kill, but you're just super weak at this point, is what it comes down to. Alright, so we're going to go up to this. Right up here is going to be our first boss. We're going to, of course, have a little chitty chat with this goblin. The youngster with the gold statue. Ah, you won't give it to me. Now you will die, basically. Alright. We're going to take this very carefully. As you can see, the pattern's not exactly difficult. But if we do get hit here, it's pretty much death. Oof. I'm going to wait a second for him to throw it again. Alright. Alright, we should kill him now. There we go. Okay. Whew, that's a close one. What's going on? Unweaver, Aaron, Jutley, what's going on? And we raised 2 more levels with the experience we got from that battle. And this guy's like, holy crap, thanks, I'm going to teach you a spell. And he gets this actually one of the most useful spells in the entire game. called Flowing Fire. We're gonna go ahead and equip that right away. And then he's like, go talk to Cherylindria. You know, YOLO hashtag swag stuff. Now we're gonna turn that fire on. Just because it's so useful. It gets you out of a lot of dangerous situations in this game. Unfortunately, we don't have any spells to actually warp us out of a cave yet. So we're stuck walking out of caves that we go into. There's a couple of really sketchy points in this run. Well, there's the spell because the wasps kind of spawned in my right in my path, but we could go that way, but we're just gonna go this way. Basically found the same path that we followed in here. Following the way out now. This is definitely one of the shorter caves in the game, but I hope you get used to this because you're gonna see a lot of these style of caves in the game. Whee! There's a couple of really tricky parts coming up early in the game. The early game is much harder than the end game for this game. Enemy spawns are random in this game, whether they actually spawn or not. Not the amount, just whether they spawn or not. And when they do spawn, you gotta plan accordingly. Usually, it's just dodging, but it just depends. It's an enemy spawn dependent scenario. We will get a spell later that'll actually help us avoid encounters altogether, which is also nice. But now we have to return to the town. We're just gonna do this because it's fun. Gives a little extra experience, but that's really not, again, a big deal. We don't have to worry about healing here either. We healed all the way. We don't really need more magic. The spell doesn't really cost a whole lot, which is also useful. But we do need to leave out the left side of town. Excuse me. This game is obviously takes a little bit of influence from a somewhat similar NES game. Top down, you know, with swords and yeah, magic, I guess is a good way of putting it. I know, it's a pretty unknown game called Legend of Zelda. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's kind of, you know, similar in that regard. It definitely has its differences, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I can definitely tell the influence is, the heavy influence from Zelda in this game. I would say this game's quite a bit mazier than Zelda in kind of the wrong ways, but as a speedrun, it's not so bad. Oh yeah, by Zelda, I did mean Hydelide. Boy, these spawns are not being generous right now. None whatsoever. They're just kind of throwing them all in the path right now. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That cough is going to happen periodically, regardless, because I will be talking a lot. So it will be unavoidable. So much apologies ahead of time. Alright, so we're going to talk to this old lady who's lost her pet. Some water in the meantime. She does heal you and give you all your magic back. It's like, oh, you're coming unannounced, blah-de-da-de-da-de. My pet's gone, can you help me? Here. He's hurt, have a medicinal herb. So, after you leave, you gotta go give her pet to Blaze. But you honestly can't continue unless you talk to the old lady. Excuse me. Unfortunately, Chambers, our previous Dragon Quest III runner had internet issues, so we have some a little bit of time to fill here. So we're gonna get some good old Willow action. I will be doing Golgo 13 after this as well. So you're gonna have me for a little while here. Alright, we stay low. As you can see, when you get into specific areas, things spawn. when you it's like a tripwire, so you can know when and where to avoid things. No, not really. It's just a lingering cough. It's no worries. Kickoff, no worries. But if you're a fan of the ever amazing Duke Togo, that you'll be seeing some Gogol 13 here after this run. No problem, Sumdiener. Thank you again for submitting your DQ3. Sorry it could not be completed here today. There's always next Retrothon. I really appreciate everyone who has submitted to this marathon and helped out just by being a speedrunner and such. We really appreciate it here on RGLtv. It has been a dream of mine to get something similar to the classic Games Done Quick, but more variety than the old classic Games Done Quick, and I could not be happier with how this whole marathon is going. Those troll monkeys are scary, a little bit, but you can just this guy spawns. You gotta go out and to despawn him basically. And thanks to RGL, the hard work at RGL, we could put on such an event. And I could not be happier. Alright. So we got the flame sword. This is useful for some bosses. I don't quite... Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure. But yeah. It's useful for some bosses. Wait, what? Oh, I went the wrong way again. Don't mind me. Just minorly getting lost here. We're coming up on probably the most dangerous part of the entire run. It's the hallway that you got to talk to this dragon. There you have 3 chances to spawn skeletons there and back. So here's one. Alright, we're 1 for 1 on good no spawns here. So here we go. 2 for 2 on no and good spawns here. Can we go for 3? Damn, the worst ones spawn too. These ones hit like a truck. Ow. Alright, but still, only 1 out of 3 is good luck. Hopefully we can have similar luck on the way back. So, for letting this dragon live, they're like, yo, please, here, have a thieves bracelet. Or a thieves' bracelet. You're gonna leave me alone? What a kind-hearted young man. Because we all remember that scene. Now we're going back up. Tame. Worst skeleton spawn toys. Alright, we got around it without getting hit. That's really good. Okay, we should be in the clear here, even if we get the last spawn. And we didn't. 2 out of 6, 1/3 of the skeletons spawn. Both the worst skeletons, the red ones. Got through it, though. That one's a really tough part. Yeah, Lofkin. Oh, man. I tell you what, I would trade in being a dragon to get rid of this damn cough. Alright, so now we're going to make our way up here. We're going to grab that animal that we had a conversation about with the old lady. I could probably just take the damage boost there, but why not have some extra experience? And here we go. Giant pterodactyl named Poe. Or whatever that creature is. But for rescuing him and healing him, he gives you the ocarina where you can call him and he'll teleport you all over the world. I cannot tell you how useful this animal is. Saves you so much backtracking in a game that has insane amounts of backtracking in it at some points. So we saved Poe. Now we just gotta make our way out of here. And go talk to Cherilindria, who will give us the wand that will be of no use until the very end of the game. But that was actually a big part of the movie, was Willow and the wand. Don't know why it's so little part here, but I guess it's just me choosing not to use it. Alright, so now we're going to make our way back to the beginning of this cave. It's really not dangerous at this point. Especially when you have such open rooms to dodge the enemies in. And one thing to note about this game is certain weapons will only hurt certain creatures, and this goes for the entirety of the game. So you will be having to swap swords quite a bit. Yeah, we just took the boost there because, well, we had the health for it, which is nice. Alright, so we're done with one of the most dangerous dungeons in the game. That makes me happy. Now, you may think, oh, we're just going to backtrack to the original area, but when we get to the next screen here, you may have remembered that there was a wall in the way, and oh my god! The current run certainly is not Go 13, and the estimate for that should be 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's okay, we're doing things on the fly here. Not a worry in the world, y'all. I do like the music in this game a lot. The music in this game is excellent. This is a Capcom game, so you can't expect that Capcom polish. I always like the little fairies on the screen, too. So there's Cheryl. She's like, yo, dog, I heard you needed a wand. Here's a wand. I'm like, yo, thanks, Cheryl. And then she's like, yeah, go save the world already and stop wasting my time. Alright. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have one of those lights real quick, the hit point filling kind, which is gonna be rather nice. Yeah, we didn't get the spawn there, that's good. Also didn't get the spawn there, also good. Oof. Don't want to die here. That would be a lot of game backtracking to do. See, deaths in this game are really bad, and you lose a lot of time when that happens. So we avoid it as much as possible. Also, no spawn here. Excellent. Alright, so we're going to get another weapon here. It's called the Devil Eye. Cheers. And the Light of Life, which is going to heal us. So we are out, or we are in the clear when it comes to damage, which is a beautiful thing. What's up, Tex? I saw in here earlier. Hey, look, it's Mad Mardigan. Bye, Mad Mardigan. Thank you, Emerald Bard. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll go down one more. Alright, well, now we don't really have a choice. That's fine. Not a big deal. Alright. Some faces that'll come in handy later. But we did need to go this way first. As you see, we have a key. Mad Mardigan, as you can see in his sprite back there, he was chained up. Or cuffed. We needed to uncuff him. As you can see, my sword does no damage to these. So that's why I bother just avoiding them at all costs at this point. Because there's just really no point in fighting them. Don't need the experience at this point. We're good to go. Oh, the dodges. Last screen here. Ow. Hey, Mad Mardigan, what's going on? Ignore the beast! Find the baby! Because that's the one thing I remember from the movie. So he gives us a necklace for saving him, which is, you know, a wonderful thing. And then he gets up and leaves. So now we're going to make the way to the inn. We are definitely going to be... Oh, God. I got flame walled in there. It's okay. The inn will heal us again. So, again, we're okay. We do need to go to the inn first. There's a lot of things you need to go and talk to people first in this before you can actually do anything with it. This is another one of those segments. Excuse me. And tell us more about the story and like, oh wait, she's guarded, blah-de-da-de-da, tragic. Hey, yo, Willow. You know, you want to go through the lake, you gotta get that waka seed in your mouth, dog. And it's like, alright. Use your imagination. This could be a Final Fantasy prequel. It could not be. But we need that waka seed. And we're gonna go grab that waka seed right now. And you will see why pretty shortly. Excuse me. We have to head to the right this time. The one direction we did not go yet. And continue into the right. Oh no, skeletons. I also like the fact that when you get in a battle in this game, the entire world comes alive. Yeah, also not a big deal. Should have just took the direct D-boost. Alright, we're good on encounters here. Let's talk to Giant Squirrel Thing. Seed of Waka? Why, I have it right here. Alright, we got the Seed of Waka. Now what we're going to do is go to the ocarina. Go to the top of the screen because it's faster. But instead of walking all the way back to the end, we're like, yo, Poe, what up, man? Take us to the bar. If we only all had giant, medieval, weird pterodactyl creatures to take us to the bar when we needed to go, right? And then we refill with our magic and HP here. Oh yeah, Mad Mardigan left. He's going to kill Bob Morta. Alright, good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the other magic spell, just in case we need it. Ignore this. And these are some tricky enemy spawns here. We have to take the damage in the screen to get past it quickly. It just has to happen. Alright, so now you can see that our sprite has been swapped blue along with the rest of every other sprite on the screen. That signifies we are indeed underwater. This underwater forest here that looks just like the forest above water. And we couldn't get through without these Waka seed. I'm gonna avoid these crabs here. And we are going to enter the mine. Alright, this is the other pretty dangerous part of the game. It takes a while to get through here. I think I'm going to actually equip the Devil Eye. I think we might need this more than we need the other sword currently. The Devil Eye can hurt those floating masks. And these little... Alright, that zombie creature I just stabbed, it has a chance to turn you into a pig, which is a big waste of time. We don't want that. Keep an eye on those gel things for later. They're going to be very useful. Twice, actually. Alright. So grab this. This is going to be very useful. This is the magic of Fleet. Hey, hey. What this does is warps you out of a cave. Not just caves, though. Caves and castles. It's the spell we've been waiting for backtracking to be less of a hassle. They actually give it to you pretty early here. Bless the rains down in Africa. And that is the Willow theme song that you've all been waiting to hear. Alright, so now we're gonna... Oop, wrong way. Just hug the wall here so we don't get the one spawn. Alright. Manipulate these appropriately so we don't get hit. Enter the cave again. More cave to get through here. There's one item we do need to pick up in this cave that's very important for this boss. Tass doesn't use it, but that's because it's a Tass. What in the world? That was very unfortunate. I keep missing the fire on these individuals, and it's causing a lot of pain. Oop, wrong way there. Alright, let's go past these bats. We're looking to actually talk to one of the spirits here. Alright, we were hoping this wouldn't happen, but unfortunately it's random whether it happens or not. So we just get to sit here and hold up until we are not a pig anymore. Hey, that was exciting. And you all got to see it. Highlight already was played by Cruskater earlier in the marathon. We were going to have TIE Fighter, but a lot of things got moved around tonight. Unfortunately, there will be no TIE Fighter. Maybe we'll be able to put it back later in the marathon, which would be nice. Alright. I specifically went this way in case I die, so I don't have to trigger this cutscene again. Dying here sucks. This is Xena. You have to talk to her before you beat the boss. Now we're gonna go grab... Oh, hey! Wasps. Now we're gonna grab a shield. We need that shield. We need it a lot. I believe it's right here. Yeah, sorry, Mac. I hope we can do it back in the marathon. At some point or another. We were all hoping for some TIE Fighter tonight. Alright. So now we have a shield. This is extremely important on the boss. This boss may kill me, by the way. It's a pretty annoying boss. It's not super difficult, but... Again, one slip up in this game is a lot of damage. Like, right there, I took 20 damage. That's very unfortunate. Wait a second here. No. I went up too early. Completely ignore that. Nothing happened there. Alright. We're back at this door now. Oh, wait. You didn't see this way, because this is the path you normally travel. Well, that's actually not that big of a deal. The only thing we really lose here is the experience points. We lose a little time, but it's really not a big deal. As you can see, we've already done the cutscene. We already have our shield. So we're good to go. If anything, this helps us in the boss, because now we're at full health. And the boss is pretty close to actually being at the front of that cave. So that death is about as minor as it gets in this entire speedrun. It sucks that you're already going here at a low level and, low everything, pretty much. So you're already in danger here for a lot of things. But yeah, that death, not a big deal. Only thing we could get turned into a pig again, which would be unfortunate. Alright. Well, we've done all the other side parts of this dungeon. We just need to get to the boss now. The EXP resets to the current level you're at, minimum. It would take 710 experience to get to level 4. And that is what it resets to when you die. So, it's unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. Alright, we didn't get pigged. That's good. That little red ball that dropped there, that would refill my magic if I needed any. But I don't need any, so... But it does come in handy later. We already have the fleet spell, so we don't need that. The crabs are actually quite dangerous because they just come shooting out of the side at you immediately. It's pretty rough. So if you don't know where they're coming from, you're going to get just leveled. Yes, I do have the record in both categories for this. I only did Deathless category a few times. 80% made more sense to me, so I did that one. That one's a much stronger time than the Deathless one. Alright, we avoided the crabs, and now we're back to where the crab boss... Let's go to crab boss. Where the boss is going to be. It's not a crab, but it's annoying. And you would head right to do all the other side quests in here. And we're just gonna do that. There we go. But no, instead we can just head up now. We don't have to go right now. And suddenly the boss appeared. I believe I do want the flame sword for this boss, so. This is going to be the pattern for the whole fight. I know it doesn't seem like much, but this boss can really snipe you sometimes. And it's really annoying. But yeah, we're going to take this a little bit slow. Yeah, see, that's why I don't like taking more than one swipe at him. Okay, he's dead. Had a little quiet time there to focus. This boss boss hits you for like 75% of your health, which is why I was happy and fine that I died. Because I would have died here last time and it would have wasted even more time. The slash is a gutsier technique. It does work. You can even get upwards to 3 hits in there sometimes, but you're also leaving yourself open more if he does like a quick shot on you. It's kind of similar to how the first boss quick kill works, but either way, for marathons, I always shy away from it and just go for the kill. But you're reuniting a couple of dead people. They're super happy. He's like, yo, have a spell. I'm super happy now because I'm not alone dead. I'm deaded with my deaded. And we get Bombard, which is actually a pretty nice spell. Alright. So that is over with. That portion is over with. We also gain another level, which is nice. We're now level 5. We are heading towards where we're going to have our first grind, however. So I hope you're all a little prepared for a little bit of a grind. It's not that bad, trust me. And it helps you for pretty much the rest of the game. You still need a little bit of grinding later, but not nearly as much as you do on this point. What I like about I like the little touches in this dungeon. Like that, for whatever reason, the torches keep turning on every time you come in here, but every time you raise a level as well, you'll see that it actually shows the, in the background, the lower levels that you pass by. And it'll even show their torches going on down there. See, look at that little, it's just a nice touch. Just a nice touch. But yeah, we're not grinding. Why do we have to grind now? Because it's actually important. If you're not high enough level in this game, you will simply be unable to hit a boss. Or it'll sound like you're hitting them, but you'll do no damage. So essentially the same thing. You have to be a specific level to kill bosses in this game. So this is why we grind when we do. Alright, get the skeleton out of the way. Try to keep my health as high as possible. This music is pretty awesome. All those little torch touches, so cool. Alright. I think we should switch to Devil Eye and I believe Bombard here. Wait, I think Flame Sword might have been the one I should have kept with, yeah. I think I always forget that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that individual's the bombard does a lot of damage to him, so it's really helpful. After that, we switch to the Devil Eye and Fleet. For a reason. Alright, we made it to the top of the right tower. Talk to this wizard. Greetings, Willow. I'm going to give you an orb of a specific color. Thank you. Or a crystal. A blue crystal. And he's gonna be like, yo, go to the West Tower now. I'm like, alright, I'll go to the West Tower. Alright, so at any time if we die during the grind, we'll have to do the entire grind over again. It's not a hard grind. Sometimes you can kind of get in a little too comfortable with the grind, and you get smacked around, but I have a good amount of hit points. It shouldn't be an issue. But we do have to make our way up there. Ay. Bad spawns. Bad spawns. Still bad spawns. Shame on you, game. We don't need this right now. We don't need this kind of hatred anymore. But we have to get up to a level where there are 2 of those blobs that you saw earlier, the little gels that look like they're holding a candle or something. We have to get to that level. White crystal for a blue one. It's basically the same thing without the super crypticness. You know, or the searching, or like the, you know, the Castlevania searching touch. This isn't the floor. That one only had 1 on it, so we'll kill him for experience and whatnot, but these are the levels that we are not going to level on. They're decent experience, but they're not, like, out of this world worthy experience or anything. Hello, Wasp. I think this might... It's either this level or the next one. But I need to spawn on this screen to figure it out. No, it would be this screen. Alright. Alright, we have successfully started the grind. As you can see, these gels will continue continue duplicating themselves. And you get experience for each duplication as much as the original. So, we take this time to grind away. So, chat, what's your favorite run in Retrothon so far? I'm curious. What has been the Retrothon fave? Also, what is your next... What are you looking forward to in the future the most here at Retrothon? 8 days, 24 hours, speed gaming, simply about the runners and the games they run. Just a beautiful thing. I agree, Spaz. I am also pumped for the rest of it. But yeah, we take a little bit to grind here. It's an easy grind. And a fairly quick one to boot. Oh yeah, Kong, did you like those runs? I bet you did. Go, Speed Racer, go! Maybe someday, Spaz, maybe someday. Well, Xcodes, we tried our best. That's, unfortunately, it just could not happen, so maybe next year. We need to get to around 9.5 levels here. It's really not too much of a grind. Not as much as you'd think. But we need a good amount of levels here. We might overlevel just a little bit to be safe for the future. Yeah, no, marathon safety and all that. There's no currency, so we don't really have to worry about purchasing anything. Also, oops. These enemies, all enemies actually do have a chance to drop health in this game. Well, not all enemies, but enemies that have drops. But as you can see, it doesn't really happen a whole lot. Mega Man block? Yes. Mega Man block's gonna be legit. Mega Man 1 through 6. We got Cool Kid running Mega Man 1 and 2. Well, Rock Band 2 specifically. It's gonna be amazing. What's up, Ralph? I just fell out of bed. No worries, man. No worries. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm just curious of what the people are loving so far about this amazing event. Bad Kitty, what's going on, BK? Maybe kickoff, maybe. I'm looking forward to the FF1 run. I am also very much looking forward to the FF1 run. I have to get back in the mindset of the marathon safe route, but it's not that much different, and it's pretty safe overall. Even if you wipe, I don't think it would be a big deal. There's always backups. Always. Glad you're liking it, BK. I'm just relaxing with some Willow action myself. Yeah, we're almost done with the grind here, ladies and gents. It's not going to take too much longer. As you can see, our experience is in the top left. It's visible at all times, which makes it really easy to hit certain marks that you're looking for in this game. I believe we are safe going to at least 18,000. I believe that's the marathon safe part that I've cut myself out on, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure low 17,000 is what we do in the regular run, but a little extra experience is not going to hurt. As noted earlier, just helps us in the long run. Leveling is super easy in this game when you get the two parts to do it as well. As you can see, these blobs kind of just make life easy. The second grind in this game takes the same kind of idea, but it's even easier then, like way easier at that point. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and clean these enemies up here. Alright. We are good to go. We are good to go, chat. We are level 10. Feeling good. That's fine. Now we just have to make it to the top without dying. Then we have to do the grind over again in that case. But I think we'll be okay. Might as well take a little extra experience as we go up, just in case. Orb floating over the nothing there. Shoutouts to The Neverending Story being an awesome movie, by the way. We'll always love that movie. The art design and everything in that movie always makes me so happy. Make it kick off. Ow. Alright, major focus time. So I would prefer avoiding doing that grind again. Oh, okay, we're here. We're good. Never-ending story. Oh, oh, oh. Also has an awesome theme song. Alright, we got the red crystal as well. We are done grinding. We are done with this portion. We're just gonna go fleet out of this castle. We have one more thing to talk to here before we give old Poe a ring. There we go. Attack! Yo, that was soul crushing as a kid, right? Like, you saw Artax get eaten by the swamp, and you were like crushed. It was sad. Love that movie. So good. Alright, we're going back to the bar again. We're done here. We've done everything we needed to do in this bar. Or in this bar. In this castle. I don't blame you, Jelly. I don't blame you one bit. Alright, look at that. 180 hit points, 170 magic points. We are now much higher level and much safer than we were previously. I have no idea the life of Stevie-O. I honestly have no clue. Oh, I'm sure the original novels are quite different, but I'm very, very capable of separating movies from books. They're different for a reason, because you just can't make books go on the screen well, and some movies just don't make good books, and you know, the vice versa kind of version of that. I'm good at separating them both. Alright, so instead of going that way, which we did the last 2 times, we're heading up the trail here. We don't want to get hit by these boulders. They do hit for a generous amount. We're going to go ahead and go back to that magic as well. Just in case. A lot of enemies up this mountain. This is a pretty long stretch here. I mean, who didn't, VK? Who didn't? There we go. Just take it a little safer on the skulls there. Look at that dodge right there. I don't know why it gets all windy, Rue, but I've always liked that effect. Oop, that's not the correct way there. Alright, nope. We're gonna go ahead and despawn you, wannabe Goro. Yeah, if you don't like enemies in this game, you can always just try to despawn them. Some screens it's a lot harder than others, but you could just despawn them. Alright. Weasel our way through the boulders there. And here we go. Get a new spell. Well, I mean, we get a monster's bone, but it gives us new magic. That'll actually turn us into a little tiny kind of dragon warrior / quest blob. So I guess this is fitting in a way. But as long as you're turned into that blob, no creatures will attack, which is a very huge bonus / benefit, or bonefit if you just try to combine every word that you know. Alright. Easy there. Ah! Hey, Musel. Good morning. You're doing well. Though the thing is, Twin, even if they could fit a whole book into it, like, look what happened to the Hobbit movies. They were not good. Like, they were well-made movies, but they weren't good, you know? They weren't as fun to watch as the Lord of the Rings movies. Try to fit in too much into there, you just end up screwing yourself. Alright, we're gonna heal here pretty shortly. This is the scariest... Oh, well, I mean, it's right here. This is one of the scariest places in the game as well. But once we get here, it's even better. You have to talk to this lady. She gives you the word of thunder. Wow, wow, wow. But yeah, we get thunder. It did not need to be 3 movies at all. But now we get, even more importantly, the heal ball. We can heal ourselves at any time now, as long as we have the magic for it. so nice. One of the best magics in the game. I think atrocious is a strong word. They were still very well-made movies. They were just too oversaturated with content. There was too much. Alright, so we're gonna go this way. A lot of similar looking screens, I know, but we are heading the right direction. Alright, we could go right and then loop all the way back around, but this is the slightly faster way. Alright, we're also going to switch over to, it's called the Spectre Spell, even though you got the Monster's Bone, but yeah, we're going to this. Yeah, I would say Star Wars prequels definitely earn the right to be atrocious. They might be, if you consider budget for the prequels of Star Wars and how much they had going for them, they might be the worst movies of all times. Oh yeah, I think Lord of the Rings extended versions do shine a lot. I love the extended versions of Lord of the Rings. It's one of my favorite, if not my all-time favorite trilogy of movies. But these mouths on the ground here would be attacking you if you didn't turn into a monster, so we need to actually get that spell in order to get past that, or else you'd get screwed. Even if, too, Spaz. Even if. So there's a lot of backtracking in this area. It's a little annoying. Oh, Tearslane, oh my god. Oh, Legend, yeah. Thank you. I gotta loop around here, though, and go to the next area, and then we gotta do a lot of backtrack. It's just kind of annoying. That... I disagree, 10. Again, you have to consider in budget and quality of, like, what they had to work with. George Lucas had everything at his disposal to make an amazing movie. Like, money was no option. And he came up with that giant turd. Planet 9 from Outer Space is just a silly bad movie made on a low budget years ago. Which, it's bad, but at least it's funny bad. Prequels are just bad. But I digress. It's all just a matter of opinions anyways. Some people actually do like the sequel or the prequels, which is fine. I just think on a strictly movie making table, if you take aside opinions and just like look at what they had to work with versus like the rest of it. No, that's why it's great, 10. It wasn't meant to be funny bad. It's just funny bad. The prequels weren't meant to be funny bad either, and they are not. They're just awful. But yeah, I'm talking specifically like budget versus you know, quality here. It's just it has to have like the highest amount of failure in a single film, period. Alright, so he gives us a sword. Oop, that ain't very well. He gives us a sword that we're not going to be able to use for a very long time, but we do have it. It is useful. Alright. Go in here, we need to talk to somebody. That bridge is cursed. Thanks. That's all we needed to hear. Now we fleet the hell out of here. And we go back. Oh, we gotta squeeze in there. But yeah, my opinion, it's got to be one of the worst, if not the worst, ever. I am absolutely no fan of The Last Jedi. So, I think it's an abysmal movie that doesn't at all help with the established story of Episode 7. But honestly, when it comes to Star Wars anymore, even throughout all the conversations we're having, when it just comes to Star Wars, I just pay attention to Episode 4, 5, and 6, and I have a good time, because I love those movies. They're fun. Wow, that was some bad RNG there. They're fun, they're great. Empire Strikes Back is one of the most well-made movies ever. On a technical level and every other level. Ow. Well, Lucas should never be allowed to make a movie without somebody telling him how to direct his potential. He's a good story idea guy. He's not a good director. That's important to know. He's just not a good director, but he's come up with some great ideas. Conflict is Disney. Disney always wins in the end. Battlefield Earth is one of the most hilarious movies I think I've ever seen. What a fantastically hilarious, terrible movie that is. Yeah, the ground wiggles when you actually get into combat in this game. Oh yeah, he was influenced. I'm not gonna argue that, but he still made it all come together. I'm not taking all credit away from him. Alright, so we did all the backtracking we needed at this part. Now we just need to get to Tears Lane. As you can see, we decided to turn into a little blob here. It makes life so much easier. A lot of directors are completely influenced by other ideas. Oh, really? Now at least I can heal. There we go. Now we're good. We're safe to make it to the next area. This is just an annoying backtracking area to get across this bridge. It wouldn't let you by it otherwise. I've heard good things about Baby Driver. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about it. I went back and watched the prequels somewhat recently to try to give a fresh-eyed look on them. Turns out I hated them more now than I did back then. I tried, y'all. I tried. I really did. But yeah, they're pretty notoriously known at this point as being lesser Star Wars movies. I tried. I tried to keep an open mind. I went into Last Jedi, like, I really enjoyed the reboot. I really enjoyed Episode 7 a lot. So I was pretty stoked for Episode 8. And Episode 8 just completely crushed, like... I'm done with Star Wars at this point. I'm done. So we gotta make our way up this mountainside here to talk to just talk to someone before we enter the castle. We're gonna need Spectre here again. Get past quite a bit of this without getting touched. And now. No, I gave the new episodes a chance. I'm not just gonna write it off without at least giving it a try. But after The Last Jedi, I was just like, nah. I'm good now. No, that's not what we need. Alright. Alright, so... See, we're at Tears Lean, so this gives us another checkpoint for Poe, which is awesome. So we don't have to actually walk down that whole mountainside again. But we did beat it. Get up there, we talk to the lady. There's a lot of stupid stuff like in this game like that. Like, I like this game a lot, but there's a lot of really silly stuff like that. Blocking your path. But instead of having this conversation about how terrible the prequels or how much you know, why don't we just focus on the awesome here? You know what the awesome is? The speedrunning marathon together coming right now. All the great runners we have in it. That's awesome. I am so looking forward to the rest of this marathon. It is tubular and fantastic. Yeah, for the record, Greedo did shoot first. The whole point of Han Solo's character arc was with that he was a, you know, he was a smuggler. He was a filthy human being who did things for money that, you know, whatever. So of course he shot first. He didn't want to die. Ow. Oh. There we go. Yeah, the arcade world is quite a bit of a different costume. It's a cool game. I like this one a little more, but the arcade one's definitely really cool. Oh my god, we got instantly put into a prison. And then Kale came. Kale, aka the Darth Vader of Willow. We talked to Matt Martin and he was like, don't worry, there's nothing we can do. It's over. They've won. And then suddenly, oh my god, we're saved. By things we haven't even talked to this entire time. And then they talk about the power of unrequited love, which is one of the most dangerous things I can think of. Alright. Now we are heading to the next area here. Been through the castle. We killed the weird dragon-headed creature. Oh, BK, you just crushing on everyone tonight. Everyone. Alright. I honestly have not seen this movie in so long. I could not tell you. Could not. That Sorcia was a babe. You do see Sorsha here. Almost soon. Whee. That might have been early. In fact, I think that was early. Hey, what's up, Regdown? I'm glad to hear that, and I hope you enjoyed the speedrun I have going on for you. It's closer towards the end now, but it's a pretty neat game. I really like this game. This is actually had a somebody from my chat. They donated for me to learn to speedrun this game. It was a dare, basically. It was like, all right, here's some cash. I bet you, or I dare you to try the speedrun out. Okay. Yeah, we used it at the wrong spot. And I was like, all right, sure, let's give it a try. Turns out, there was some tech that wasn't being used in this game, and a lot of time to come off, and I knocked about 3 minutes off the old record. And I end up really falling quite happily in love with the speedrun. This is a neat game. Alright. We got through that cave. You'll notice that the chest isn't there anymore, blocking our path, so we can go out here and heal. We're actually very close to the final... We're getting to the final castle now. Batman Forever. Oh, what an absurd movie. Alright, so now we're going to use the Thunder spell, which is a very good spell here. Get out of here. You ain't turning them into a pig today. What? You thought you were there? Good night. Yeah, it's a really good spell. It's actually going to help us level up here very shortly. Oh, no problem, Cartoon Koki. Hope you enjoyed your run, and we were happy that you could join us and offer your time for Retrothon. So big thank you to you. Alright, this is how we do this grind. There's a reason we didn't let them split to more enemies in the last area. Because as you can see, they get really fast if you let them split too far, and they don't split again. But dang it if they're not worth a good amount of experience. So we're going to do this for a couple of minutes. Get the final levels we need in the game. Then we're good to go. Pretty Chris O'Donnell. So pretty. I mean, I won't say I didn't enjoy Batman Forever, even if it's a ridiculously absurd movie. Hey, Kikipi, thank you for the good luck. Appreciate it. Ow. Oof. We do have to collect all the orbs, though, because as you can see, when they split, it actually takes my magic away. You'll notice that every time they split, it takes 10 magic points for each one that splits, so they take 60 initially. But since there's 8 of them, you get all your magic back after you use Thunder. Yeah, they are salty. They absolutely are. There we go. But yeah, this grind quite a bit easier than the earlier one. Easy to set up, easy to do. 12 now. We're almost to the correct amount of experience that we need. Almost. Getting there. Whee! I don't necessarily blame you, Xcodes. Though I do think the Dark Knight movies are actually well made. Because Batman has always had a more dark approach than some of the other superheroes out there. But when they try to make all of them dark, it just kind of got stupid. I'm glad they went away from that. Whee! We're probably gonna take a couple more of these fights and be good. Every single movie has gigantic plot holes, Jetly, if you dig hard enough. It's just depending if you enjoy them beyond their plot holes or not. Alright, well. Didn't need those blobs in my way. Oh, what am I doing? I know what the issue is here. This is the issue. I need to do this. No, I feel fine, Enmei. Maybe a little tired, but I'm good. Yeah, what's up, Calaros? How you doing, man? Alright. Look at this sweet guard in front of the castle. The last castle in the game. Oh no, a monster! He's gone. So this is indeed the last castle in the game. We've made it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we talked to this bird. This bird's like, yo, I can power up that wing sword you've had in your inventory for a while and actually make it useful. Thank you, Bang. And then, oh, you need a key. There's an old woman that you need to talk to that's like blazes away. And you're like, oh, goody. So you go to Fleet. You fleet out of here. You go back to the Ocarina. You call Poe over here. Oop. You go all the way back to Tears Lean. This is where that backtracking in this game comes from. Oh, wait, I don't want to go to Nockmar. Whoops. We'll just ignore that happened. Oh. Well, I can understand Xcodes, but you can't let those kind of experiences ruin something for you. That's just unfortunate in that case. With the time variety, it's possible. I won't say no. Yeah, they did really cool things with the music in this game. Oop, I went too far. I do need my magic pack at this point. We might get healed as well. Do, 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 do. Oh my god, yes we have. Look at all that hit points and magic points. Thank you. So levels are planned on this so you have just enough to kill Bob Morta. As in, you have to use every single ounce of magic that you have on her. And if you miss one shot, you have to basically die and start the fight over with. I have somewhat of a save thing for it. Sometimes it just messes up anyways. So, just a stupid fight if you're low levels. Oh, I already have the magic. Okay. Now you can enter this, and she's like, oh, you met Eric. Well, by all means, here's the castle. Why this old lady has the key to Nockmar Castle, I don't know. But she does. And now we're going back to Nockmar Castle. Oh, Willow. Take me to Nockmar. Ghostbusters on Mega Drive. Ghostbusters actually had some pretty cool games back then. They weren't all bad. Alright, so we're back in the castle. We got a key this time. Let's hear it for keys. Ooh, you're in the way. So we have like big old knights this time around. Nope. What in the world? Look at that timing. Well, we're picking about. This is me twerking it. Whee! Oh, there we go. Alright, so he's gone. Because we got the key. The key to the castle. Oh, wrong way there? Silly me. Alright, so we're making our way up here. That's... I don't know why I went that way. Making our way up here, making our way downtown. You know how it goes, chat. Yeah. And... oh, when you hear that noise, that means you've opened a door you wouldn't be able to previously open. Gain some magic points back. Hey, look! It's the babe that you mentioned earlier, BK, Sorsha. Through the power of unrequited love at Sorsha, but Sorsha dodged it in the power of Mad Mardigan. Unsurprisingly, he suddenly loves her. Gee, with such a powder available. Alright, she's like, go save us and stuff, because we're worthless. And I'm like, alright, I'm going. Oh my god, it's Kale. She's better than... really bad kitty. Alright, this is where we get to see some of the wing sword action. Kale's biggest weakness is just to stand to his left. I mean, what's a swordsman to do when you stand to their left? And we are level 13. Now we actually have to leave, though, because we can't continue. Because we need to charge our wand now, so we have to do a little more backtracking. Because why not? But this time we're going all the way back to the bar. You remember this place? It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been at the bar. But we're going to the bar. Yeah, we do want to fill up on MP here. There we go. Do-do-do-do. Alright. So now what we're basically doing, remember the wand we got forever ago that Cheryl gave us that we haven't used all game? We're going to go ahead and power that up so we can actually hit the final boss with it. How exciting! This little place we never went into. Finn Raziel. Please change me to normal Willow. Okay! And she's like, yo, here's your wand and stuff. Now we can finally go to the final boss. It's the movie. It's important to note. Alright. Final castle. One last time. Third time's the charm. Oops. Notice how you cannot hit them, even with the winged sword, even though you could hit Kale with it. That's just the way the swords work in this game. I just love this music. It's really good. It's really good. One of the best reasons to play this game is to enjoy the music. Alright, we are full on magic, so we're good there. Just need to make our way to Bavmorda. Evil Bavmorda. Excuse me. Alright. Now we're getting past this point. Conger, how is your Star Tropics game? I gotta ask you that much. No real reason. It's unfortunate. Bum 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 bum. Alright, we're almost there, y'all. Hope you're pumped for some Bavmorda fighting. Alright, we are all set up to fight Bavmorda. Oh my god, here we are. Return to Oz was a weird movie. Like, holy crap, was that weird movie. Oh, hype it up, chat! Hype it up! We got the Crest of the Spirits. She's not done yet. Booyah! There we go. That's time. That is time. It's a free fight, Lavkin. The only danger is if you missed a single shot, you have to die at level 13 because you can't finish the fight. The danger is missing a shot. Thank you all for the GGs, everyone. Enjoy the ending. The ending of this game is amazing. Thank you for joining me for this wonderful Willow experience. We will have GoGo 13 on in just a few. One more shout out to our Dragon Quest III runner, who unfortunately couldn't finish. Some Diener. And I'm just filling in for extra time here. I got many speedruns under my belt. Oh, good lord. But the ending of this game is good. The music is so good. So good. No, my PB for this game is the record at 1 hour 14 and some change. I think 1:14:46 or something like that. But I do appreciate all the GGs. I'm going to let this ending play out in its entirety because I do love the music. So enjoy this ending, y'all. That's Willow in 1.5 hours. It's pretty average marathon time. Only one unnecessary death. Oh, listen to that music. Oh, those high notes, baby.